Welcome to the Upper Wreake. My name is Janet and I'm the Methodist local pastor for the Upper Wreake area. The Upper Wreake is the Anglican benefice name and encompasses 6 villages that are sited along the River Wreake. We work in partnership with the Anglican churches, serving the villages of Brooksby, Frisby on the Wreake, Hobie, Kirby Bellers, Ragdale and Rotherby, although we also draw followers, both Anglican and Methodist, from a much wider area. There are 3 new housing developments for Frisby. Steeplechase, just here. One is going to come on the opposite side of the road, and the third by the railway line. We are a growing community, and the opportunities for mission are considerable. We are now standing outside the largest of our 2 Methodist buildings. The Upper Wreake Frisby Centre was built in 1885. This is the second building on the site. Methodism in the Upper Wreake has a long history. The first regular constituted Methodist society, with records remaining, was established here in 1772. In 2022, we therefore will be able to celebrate 250 years of Methodist witness in this village. In 1998, we refurbished this building to create a flexible space, which could also serve the needs of the community. This is our main worship area, which has an induction loop. Its space can be extended to include the community room. It's a very flexible space. In a month, cafe church, messy church, songs and stories, Methodist morning worship, Pilates, drop-in for the more mature, rehearsals for the Frisby players, and various committee meetings use the space. Frisby on the Wreake also has a primary school in which we have an active interest. As local pastor, I am a foundation governor and also vice chair of the governing body. We offer a journey through Easter and Christmas as activities. The building can also be used to respond to the RE curriculum. Year 6 have a prayer walk as part of their transition time to secondary school, which ends here and incorporates a buffet lunch. Together with the Vicar David, assemblies are led and a lunchtime worship workshop has been started. We always welcome children and young people here. This community room began life as the Sunday school room and still serves families well. It is now the vestry, a gathering place for the monthly tea and cakes, the messy church and songs and stories messy creative area, as well as being a meeting place for both ourselves and the community. There are also a number of historical displays in this room. Leaving the community room, we pass the toilet facilities and go into the kitchen. The kitchen has seen a great deal of work, providing lunches, coffee mornings, afternoon teas, and refreshments on village event days. Prior to the pandemic, a partnership with Great Dalby Methodist Church was created from a series of Lent meetings entitled Deserving Desserts. Together we formed a hot potato monthly lunch group, which alternates venues and is now run by Dennis and Irene. It is an ecumenical event, as is our Messy Church. Messy Church began in this building, and the kitchen is a favourite spot where cooking activities happen. Our Messy Church is about 15 years old now. The Upper Wreake has a strong ecumenical partnership. There are 6 parish churches within the Upper Wreake. In alphabetical order, they are Brooksby, St Michael and All Angels, at Frisby, St Thomas of Canterbury, in Hobie, All Saints, in Kirby Bellers, St Peter's, in Ragdale, All Saints, and in Rotherby, All Saints. Hobie, Ragdale and Rotherby were 800 years old this year, although celebration activities had to be postponed to 2021, some even to 2022. Our ecumenical partnership was consolidated in a document called the Ecumenical Journey, which has been formally signed by both the Vicar and the Methodist Superintendent Minister. Not only do we share worship and outreach activities, but we also have representation on each other's governing body, the Methodist Church Council and the PCC. We also share the roles of administrator and safeguarding officer. Welcome back to the Upper Wreake Methodist Church, this time at our Hobie Centre. A Methodist society was established here in 1821, and so Hobie celebrates 200 years of Methodist witness next year. In 1834, the present chapel was built on land donated by Mr. Jonathan Wood, much to the surprise of the then circuit leadership team. Around 20 years ago, Hobie and Frisbee Methodist churches joined together to become the Upper Wreake Methodist Church with 2 buildings, which at that time was very unique. The Hobie building was refurbished so that it was more flexible in its use during 1999. There is a small pipe organ here, which was built especially for the building by F. Ragg and Son of Nottingham. It has seen a great deal of use, and many happy tunes, hymns, songs and recitals have taken place here. The Hobie Centre is central to the community of the village, as the place they attended Sunday school or Monday Club. It is also the meeting place for the Hobie and District Parish Council, the neighbourhood plan, and many small group meetings. The Internet Cafe and Greasy Spoon Coffee Morning are also held here. The Hobie Centre is a very peaceful place and is used for quiet days by many churches. Each year Lent, Advent and prayer meetings are held. We have a small multi-purpose community room and kitchen where snacks and simple meals can be provided. Hobie also has a biannual Open Gardens weekend. This worship area then becomes a garden prayer space and provides refreshments. It has a tradition of always joining in with village activities. All of the activities described in our 2 churches are pre-pandemic. During lockdown, live Zoom services became established in the Upper Wreake, and we now produce a service every week with the leading of worship shared between the Upper Wreake ministry team. We endeavour to include as many people as wish to be involved in those services. We have developed a virtual choir, with the Upper Wreake Frisbee Centre being risk assessed for a recording studio. The service is recorded each week, then edited and distributed to those without internet or who are housebound as a DVD. God is working in the Upper Wreake as we serve a greater number of people with his word than we saw in our buildings. But the buildings themselves have become a resource of a very different nature as a result. What the future holds, we don't know. We do our best to respond to the needs as they are identified. 250 years of Methodist worship in Frisbee by 2022 and 200 years of Methodist worship in Hobie by 2021. A total of 450 years witness has withstood many challenges, and the people here have the capacity to continue to respond to challenges with God's help.